juice.
Ooh, that's nice.
Chris. Welcome back to episode 5 of The Function, everyone.
What's up, everybody?
We wanted to start off with a nice crack from some nice brewskis that we're drinking out of our new Function koozies that we have now. So we're really excited that we have those, and we have stickers in now. So hit us up if you're interested in getting some of those.
Yeah, just literally let us know. They're free, I think, right?
Yeah, they should be free. I mean, unless you want to pay us for it, we really appreciate if you paid us money
take
for
money.
them. But we kind of just want to give them out to everyone who's supported us so far.
Instagram, Twitter, what else we have? But yeah, also follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, do that. I'm trying to get our Twitter up, but
hit us up in the YouTube DMs. We'll respond to those.
Yeah. Oh yeah. One thing that I do want to talk about though that I checked right before I came over to record the episode is our YouTube search, analytics.
Oh yeah. How we doing?
So I just thought it was hilarious. This is one really funny thought, but our last episode, if you remember the title of the episode,
right?
4.2% of the searches that people used to find us on YouTube were for anal bleach. So apparently we're showing up when people search anal bleach. So
anuses.
I guess we're gonna start niching in anal bleach to get a new audience. So
that's hilarious.
if you know anyone who's looking to bleach their asshole,
Yeah.
tell them to listen to our podcast.
Or if you know anyone who has an asshole bleaching company, we'd love to be sponsored by you. That's really kind of where we want to go with this.
I don't think Clorox would be one because I don't think that's the same bleach that you use for your asshole as you.
Ask Kanye.
We could ask Kanye. He would know.
Yeah.
He's kind of busy on fake running for president.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let's talk about that. You see what Chance did on Twitter or whatever?
I briefly saw that he was getting a bunch of shit.
Yeah. Hold on. Yeah. First of all, Chance didn't really do that much, but you see what was happening to Chance on Twitter.
No.
Basically, he was like, oh yeah, it just Kanye West for president. Basically, he's friends with Kanye, and he's like still supporting him as president. And I guess, I don't know, maybe didn't get that Kanye does a lot of this for publicity. He's probably not really going to run, and all that, whatever. Or maybe he did get it, and he's going to drop an album soon or something, and just needs a little.
I hope he needs to redeem himself.
Yeah. But anyway, and Twitter was ripping him. They were just like, "You have a bad opinion. You're dumb, and you're canceled because Kanye's your friend." I guess. I don't know. It was brutal. It was like everyone on Twitter that's like not even pro like Biden, like any of the left Twitter that's like doesn't like Biden. It's like, Chance, you're so stupid. You're so stupid. I'm like, he's doing a lot of good for the community. I feel like give him. Cut some slack. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say so. And also, why would you not be surprised by that?
Yeah.
Chance, literally, the whole reason his profile elevated as big as it was is because of Kanye. So that just makes sense to help out your friend.
Yeah. Did a lot for him. So, anyway. I just thought it was kind of fucked up that he's really nice and like getting pwned. He's getting pwned for that.
He's been getting pwned for a while, though.
Yeah, true. He's been absolutely getting pwned. It's been epic failing recently.
Stop. You got me, and then I realized, fuck. That's where we're going with this. One thing I do want to say that was kind of interesting to see before I came over here. It was literally, I was stopped at a red light on my way driving here, and I got a Wall Street Journal notification saying that Ghislaine, or whatever her name is, that she got denied bail.
Oh.
So, it looks like we're about to have a really staged suicide part 2.
Yeah, no, her trial's today. Like, it starts today.
It is? Oh shit, that was quick.
Yeah, super quick. I think because they didn't want her to get suicided.
Okay, that's good. I'll respect that.
Or, I mean, okay, yeah, so, great. This leads us into what I really want to talk about. I watched the Jeffrey Epstein.
Okay, I was about to ask. Like, I didn't know if
yesterday
you did watch it or
2 days ago. Oh my god. I'm I'm fucked up because of it. Like, it was crazy. The amount of shit that this guy
is it worth watching?
Oh yeah,
okay.
It's amazing. I mean, it's horrible. Like, it's very sad.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's a good docuseries.
It's amazing. So, it's like the amount of shit that he got away with, just like I don't know if it was blackmail or just because he had money or whatever.
He had money, but compared to the people who he was playing with, he did not have. I think it was
Yeah.
blackmail because
Right.
he did not have nearly the amount of money as the people he was around.
Yeah.
And then he clearly didn't have the clout
Yeah.
of people like Bill Clinton.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But that's why it's so crazy because it's like he's so mysterious. Nobody knows how he made his money. Everyone has like inklings of how he made some of it, but he was absurdly wealthy. Like absurdly wealthy.
Yeah, no, he had like at least 100 mil. I know that.
Yeah. Well into the hundreds of millions.
Yeah, I knew that, but I was still like, how the fuck did he get that?
Yeah. If not a billion.
I don't think he was a billionaire though.
Yeah. He was moving. So
He was
anyway.
a size lord. He's moving size.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, yeah, just wanted to check.
So basically, we started it at like 8 or something.
Was this you and Con or you and Lily?
No, me and Lily.
Okay.
So we started at like 8, watched one episode where I was like, okay, this is when everyone was going to Jack's on Sunday.
Okay.
And so started it at 8, and I was gonna go after the first one, and then I was like, oh, I gotta see the second one. I gotta know what goes on. We watched all 4. They're an hour long each.
Okay, so 4 hours. That's not
4
terrible.
hours straight of documentary.
That's a lot.
But I was like,
but...
I wanted to do something else, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm watching this all the way through. And so, basically, it's like what you think about Epstein, like how you feel about him, or like what you think he did. It doesn't even come close to what he actually did. It was insane. Are you gonna? I don't want to spoil it for you.
You can talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, this is a spoiler warning, but I would like to go watch it.
Yeah.
Now that you're telling me that it's this good.
So basically, you find this out in the first episode. He created what can only be described as a pedophilia pyramid scheme, where it's like friends are paying their friends to come to go to his house or whatever. It is insane. And then Ghislaine, I think, I don't remember. I never once learned how to pronounce her name. They said it multiple different ways, so I think it's Ghislaine or something. She was like a recruiter for like all these people. I mean, it's nuts. Like, and the thing is, it was a really, really good documentary because it focused on the victims the entire time, and it was like, it's really positive for the victims, and it kind of showed how like it affected their lives and how they got over it, and like kind of showed them coming together and stuff like that. It was really like powerful and like good in that way. But the thing is, it was too good of a documentary because every time there was a conspiracy, they didn't really harp on it. They just kind of were like,
That's good.
it's good, but like
also they
wanna,
shut down a lot of stuff that's like,
oh my god, I was just like, just give me all the theories. I just want to know what might have happened and I'll believe it. Like, they spent so much time just being a good documentary and like telling all the facts and stuff, but then they were like, yeah, and then he killed himself, but like maybe he didn't, but also we're not gonna worry about that. And I'm like, no, worry about that. I need 3 episodes on that.
yeah, no, that's huge. That in itself could definitely be some shit. But
no, so some of the craziest parts is that one of the girls, one of the survivors, was like his personal, basically assistant, like a masseuse, a thing, whatever, mistress really, for like 2 years, and she's like telling this whole story, and it is nuts, like the stuff that she went through, and she's just like, yeah, I basically got Stockholm syndrome into thinking that like this is like my family.
Jesus.
Like Ghislaine and Jeffrey were like my parents, but also I was just getting abused by Jeffrey all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah.
But super interesting.
The craziest thing I heard from it was the painting that he had at his house of Bill Clinton in a fucking dress.
What?
Yeah.
That was not a documentary.
Joe Rogan talks. Well, I don't know if it was the doc, but
That's hilarious.
Joe Rogan talks about it. Like, I mean, he was good friends with Bill Clinton, but it's the fact that it's like, you know, that motherfucker had to have done some sus shit, and that was the way he made the world know that he's got shit on Bill Clinton. And he was like, Bill, I have a painting of you in a dress.
That's hilarious. I mean, it's not really, whatever.
The painting itself is hilarious.
Yeah.
The context behind it is
right.
not.
One of the best parts, they follow a couple of lawyers throughout it. A guy named Brad Edwards or whatever, and he's the lawyer for one of the victims. And this guy was on this case for like 10 years. Like,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or longer. Yeah, it was crazy. And he had like multiple depositions of for Epstein, and he would just antagonize him the entire time. He's just like, so when did you find out that you were interested in underage girls? And he's like, he like looks at his lawyer and he's like, I'm going to exercise my Fifth Amendment right. And he's like, okay. And he goes, are you bisexual? And he's like, why are you asking this? Yeah, he was getting like so frustrated. You could tell he was like trying to hold it together.
That's hilarious. I want to watch it just because of this lawyer now.
Yeah, he's awesome. He was like him, and then like the police chief in West Palm, or in Palm Beach or whatever it was. They were like just the goodest, the best dudes.
The goodest.
And I mean like the good guys. Like
yeah.
There's, you know. Anyway, it's cool.
Since you mentioned the conspiracy theories, did you see the conspiracy theory about Wayfair this week?
Okay, not
that
much.
shit is kind of nuts.
I'm a little confused. I saw a little bit about it.
I first started seeing about memes, and then I forget how I heard about it. But did you like?
But so as far as I know, I'll give you what I have heard on I think Twitter. I don't even know where I read this. So it's Wayfair is using high-end furniture boxes to transport children.
Yes, it's basically Wayfair knows how to effectively ship globally big items like furniture. So the theory is that they are running sex trafficking through their business.
Wow.
And
so why?
Well, the suspicion came up is that they have like human names for like dressers, and people have found that like there are 3 separate dressers that they have that will have a human name, and like those 3 people are like confirmed missing and like have been missing.
Oh my
so like
god, that's
it'd
crazy.
be different if they 1 didn't have human names,
yeah,
and then 2 they weren't missing, and then 3 it's the fact that it's like I saw a picture of it today where it was just like this dresser is normally $9,000 and it's like the price slashed down where there would normally be a discount. It's like this is $30,000. So
oh my god,
it's like very sus for how high the price is. So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Isn't Amazon somehow involved in this too?
I don't know. I thought Wayfair was its own kind of company.
Yeah, I think it is. But I mean, like,
I
thought there was some sort of, you know.
There could be. I mean, Amazon has been the fact that they still haven't been slapped on the wrist for this, which I'm all for capitalism, but like whenever the U.S. has like a blatant list of like, hey, you can't manufacture stuff at these factories because they are so child labor and the conditions are fucking horrible. You can't manufacture them. And then Amazon's like, okay. And then it's like, Amazon, we've caught you 7 times using these manufacturers.
Oh my god.
And the fact that nothing has happened. So I wouldn't be surprised if Amazon is somehow involved in shit like that, but I don't know.
Good old Bezos.
Well, I just know that the Wayfair CEO, I remember he did something crazy last fall, and he just like, I think he basically just gave a huge fuck you to all the negative shareholders that were like he was like at an investment, like a shareholders meeting, and just fucking went off, and it was really funny. I have to look it up what it was. But yeah, no, that shit was wild.
Yeah. Okay, so is that like a real conspiracy? Or is that like just like a...
Nothing has been confirmed, and I think yesterday was the first day they reached out about, like, they made a public statement about it.
Gotcha.
Because that if you're accused of sex trafficking, you kind of got to answer.
Not. You know, you at least got to be like, no.
Well, one thing that is interesting is apparently the sources started popping up on Reddit, so I don't know how good the sources are.
Gotcha.
But
well, Reddit is always kind of a shot in the dark.
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, actually it always is.
Yeah.
It's fucking Reddit. But I guess the next thing I wanted to mention is this bit I came up with, and I really wanted to tell it, but I realized it'd be best to share it on here.
Mm-hmm.
Forget what I was watching, and it somehow made me think of like, was somebody talking about how they're like reviving old kind of like game shows and reality shows.
Okay.
And it was kind of like they're trying to put a new spin on it. And one of my things I was thinking of was, it was To Catch a Predator, but Sean Evans was the host instead of Chris Hansen. I was like, that would be fucking funny.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
So it would be like, the dude is just there, and Sean Evans just walks in. He's like, "So, why'd you come all the way here to see this girl?" He's like, I don't know, sir." And then he's just like, "I think you do. Why would you? What would motivate you to drive 5 hours to visit a young girl when you know her parents aren't home?" He's like, "I don't know, sir." He goes, "Okay, well, you're thinking that over. The next flavor we're gonna try is Da Bomb, and this is where most of our guests
to catch a predator.
they're just."
This
He's just like,
is a tough one.
He's like, "Think it over, but you're really gonna feel this next flavor." And he's just, you just see he's like,
That's amazing.
he like the predator is like freaking out. He's like, "Where the fuck did these wings come from?"
They just bring in pallets of wings or whatever.
Yeah, that was really something I thought of. I thought it was so fucking funny, and I had to save it.
Oh, what an amazing concept.
And yeah.
Hey, Guy, put that figure out how to get a good setup for that next special, next Netflix special.
Yeah, Guy, we want to watch your Netflix special. Also, I apologize for shitting on you. If you want to come on here, I think that'd be very entertaining, actually. Especially since, do you see one of his bits? Apparently, it's either both his parents or both his grandparents are like deaf.
Who?
Guys.
Oh, okay.
And he talked about how they just like, I think it was they didn't realize that farts were loud, and that they just were just ripping fat ones, and
that's funny.
And they had no idea.
That's good though. But yeah, okay. You saw the other day. No, yesterday. Naya, what's her name? The Glee person.
Who is that? I saw a bunch of stuff about that.
But you're gonna know her as Big Sean's ex.
Oh.
Was on Glee.
Well, that's very sad because she's been eclipsed by Janae Aiko. Because Janae Aiko is definitely the most, or Ariana Grande is two of his way bigger exes than he.
Well, yes, she also died, so you know.
I did see that. I saw that she died, but I was like, who is this?
Yeah, she was on Glee. That's when he's like, my girl making more than me. I don't know. He said something about this girl making more than me in one of the songs. I don't even know what song it was. Anyway, that person. Yeah. So like, she was on a boat or whatever, and then fell out or something, had a stroke or whatever. They're not exactly sure.
Oh, that's tough because I thought I read a little bit today. And it was just like she saved her kid but couldn't save herself, and I was like, "Can you not swim?"
Oh, okay.
I was like, "Could you not swim?" But if she had a stroke, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah,
I don't know if
exactly
swim if you're stroking out.
Yeah, I don't know if she hit her head or something like that. And then also today, Grant Imahara passed away.
I saw that. Who? Remind me who that is. He looked so familiar.
He's from MythBusters.
Oh
yeah.
Shit! I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
No wonder he looks so. Now I'm really sad.
Yeah, I know. That was depressing. Sorry to make this the depressing episode.
Back to the depressing.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Grant. I know.
I was so sad
now this makes so much more sense. I was like, I know him from somewhere, and I couldn't remember.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, he was one of my favorite.
No, yeah, me too.
I love
so cool, super cheery, whatever.
That show was so good.
Yeah.
MythBusters fucking was
top tier.
So solid of a show.
Yeah. But anyway, so
what did he die of?
He had a brain aneurysm.
Fuck.
And I was like,
yeah,
in both of these cases, if that person, if Naya, what's her last? I don't remember her last name. Had a stroke and he had a brain aneurysm. That is like the most terrifying ways to die. It's like it just happens.
Well, yeah, isn't that the whole thing? Is brain aneurysm? You can't like detect it at all.
Yeah,
it's like,
it just
fucking happens.
I don't know exactly what a brain aneurysm is. I thought it was when a blood vessel explodes in your brain, but I don't think that's true.
For all of our neuroscientists,
yeah.
make sure to drop what a brain aneurysm actually is in the comments below. We are actually very curious to figure that out.
Anyway, yeah. Well, okay, I didn't really mean to make this episode really depressing. But, yeah, I've been talking about Jeffrey Epstein the entire time, and now I'm like, hey, brain aneurysms. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
But everyone just keeps, I feel like there's been so many deaths recently. Like, of famous people.
Well, this year alone. I mean, this year alone has had a ton of, I still think Kobe might be the most famous death of the year, which still sucks because I guess I wasn't following shit that he was doing, but I've just gotten into basketball because of the Last Dance documentary or docuseries, and I was just like, damn, Kobe's a legend.
Right.
Which, did you ever see his Kobe Vision ad that he did with Nike? No. It was so stacked. It was like Kobe was there teaching about how you got to be the best of the best and like reach champion levels, and he's pitching Kobe Vision to an audience, and it's like Tony Robbins, Richard Branson, Kanye West, and like a bunch of like top tier people in their field, and like it's really funny because Kanye's like, but Kobe, what if you're already the best? And he's just like, do better. And he's like, but I already sold 10 million albums. And he goes, sell 100 million, or like some shit like that. And he's just like, and it was really funny. But yeah, R.I.P. Kobe. But yeah.
Anyway, let's transition out of the depressing segment.
The last thing I do want to say with that is, it's not really depressing, but it kind of shitty. But one thing I thought is a good test as a man to live your life is I was watching Billions recently in the new season, and the main one of the main, or I guess the main supporting character of Axe, who is like the split main character. There are like two main characters.
Okay.
It's the hedge fund manager and the U.S. attorney, basically. The assistant, like the number two of the hedge fund manager, his name's Wags. He's like a fucking freak. Like, this dude is super high in New York finance, fucks so many women, does so much drugs, and is still just a goddamn savage. Anyway, in the episode, he walked in, and he's just like so depressed, and he's like, I failed the Chris Rock test, which I was so confused. But apparently, the Chris Rock test is, Chris Rock went on record of saying that if your daughter's a stripper, you might have fucked up somewhere. And I was just like, that's pretty good advice to live by. But he was trying to sway a client, and he was talking to him, and this girl just walks on stage at the strip club, and he's just like, and then he just like asked to double check the name, and he was just like immediately.
Oh my god!
And the client the next day was like, "Yeah, you got her out there pretty fast. You must have known her."
God.
And he was just like, "Motherfucker." So
that's really funny.
But that's something I want to make sure to include. In my mind is I want to make sure I never fail the Chris Rock test.
Right.
Which, hey, nothing out there to stripping.
Yeah. Right.
Especially nothing out there to all those in sex work. Because one thing I did want to mention is we've gotten a lot of people asking us about Indica Flowers. Shouts out Indica Flowers. That if she's listening to this, we would love you on the podcast, because a lot of people are just kind of surprised that we even talked about that, and they're pretty impressed at your career so far, and might as well help boost that as much as we can.
Yeah,
I'd love to have you on.
Yeah, we love Indica Flowers. We're the Indica Flowers Stan account on Twitter at __ Indica Flowers lover __ You can just follow us there. We're also the Indica Flowers Stan account on Stan group on Facebook, Indica Flowers Stans .net.
Yes, you can also follow us at Twitter support on Twitter. For any of you.
We are Twitter support.
We are Twitter support, actually. That was a dumb joke. I'm sorry. But let's see. What else did I want to bring up today? I want to give a real quick shout out to Lucy Michelle. Real quick. She was telling me on Saturday at when we were all watching the UFC fight, which I do want to talk about that. I appreciate that you listen to the podcast, but you said we talk about rap music too much. And to that, I want to say, fuck you.
I didn't even hear her say that.
Oh, no, she was complaining that we talk about rap music too much, and she turned our episode off.
Good.
Fuck you, Lucy.
Don't listen.
No, I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. Yeah, we're actually going to make a For Lucy podcast version that just cuts out all of the rap music talk. No. We honestly should just do, we need to...
have a highlight channel?
Oh, no, I was thinking on YouTube, we just have like, you can like click through, it's like skip to whatever. We'll just skip past.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to do that. But no, Lucy, we appreciate the support. To everyone else out there who probably complains that we talk about rap music too much, first off, fuck you, because we're still going to do that, because this is our podcast and we do what we want.
Suck mine.
But yes, please schlob on our knob.
Yeah,
like
our collective knob.
No, well, I mean, we are trying to make it more diverse than, since I know episode 3 was like almost entirely rap music.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to.
We need some alternative music.
Yeah.
As well.
Well, I wanted to throw that out there since I was about to just like take it into rap music.
Anyway, yeah. So the rap music segment.
So we had some kind of. Actually, I take that back. I didn't listen to much of the. This was more of a comedy week than it was a music week. But Juice WRLD's album dropped on Friday.
Did listen to it? What?
I mean, I enjoyed it. It was very good. He's gonna somehow pass Pop Smoke's ridiculous posthumous debut.
Mm-hmm. It did well?
Pop Smoke
did really well?
So Pop Smoke was the first person to beat Michael Jackson's first posthumous album. Like when he died.
Wow.
Yeah. he sold like 250,000 records week one for his debut album, which I enjoyed, but I didn't think it was that good. I did not realize it was going to go.
Also,
off.
Pop Smoke was not big at all.
No, I think he was. I think he was like on his come up, and he was known in the industry, but he wasn't listened to very much.
I guess when he died, I mean, everyone.
Well, I mean, he was on the forefront of the sound. Like one of the things that I say that it sucks that I take pride in is it was like literally January 3rd. If you go look on like my Instagram story of this year, January 3rd, I posted Dior because I was really bumping it then, and I was like, watch, and Pop Smoke is about to lead the drill sound in America, and drill is going to be like a huge wave in rap. And it sucks that it probably isn't as much because the biggest carrier of that was Pop Smoke, and he fucking died like 2 months later. But anyway, he did that. Juice WRLD's projected to sell like 400,000 units, I think, for his first week.
Wow. Yeah, Juice was a lot bigger.
Yeah, no, he was definitely a lot
I still can't believe he died. That's crazy. Was
I
that
know.
2020 as well?
He died, I think it was December 9th of 19.
Okay.
Either that or it was December. It was either the beginning of December or it was like within a week of Christmas, either before or after.
That's crazy.
It sucks, but it's also like his death was so avoidable.
Yeah. So, do we know exactly what happened now?
Yeah.
I remember the.
So what happened is
rumors.
they had. I'm pretty sure this is what happened, but they heard that they had. I don't even think it was for drugs. I thought it was for guns. And they were flying from LA to Chicago to go home to Chicago, where Juice WRLD was from, to go to his birthday party because he was turning like 23, which sucks. He fucking died at 23. But excuse me. They heard that the feds were about to raid their plane whenever they got off. So he just had a bunch of pills that he just downed.
Okay, yeah, this is what I heard.
And he just he just took a handful of pills, and they were literally walking through the airport after they got off the plane and just started fucking seizing out, and he died.
That
which
sucks
because he still had, for the fact that he was that big already, it was like the potential that that man had was insane.
That sucks so bad.
And did you hear about, it still blows me away also is he has been voted by the young crowd and just actually no, he is up there as like one of the greatest freestyles in rap, just period.
Where? I mean, like on what?
Just in general.
Oh, freestylers.
Yeah,
freestylers.
freestylers.
They're saying he had one of the best freestyles, like period.
No, like I saw last week that whenever the album dropped, Eminem spoke for the first time since his album dropped, since he had one or two Juice WRLD features.
Oh yeah.
And he talked about how he like when you get Eminem to say like this motherfucker can freestyle, that's big.
Right.
But he, the favorite story that I love referencing to show how good he is I heard this first from Lil Dicky, who's best friends with like Benny Blanco, who's a huge producer, and Benny worked with Juice a lot, and Benny talked about how Juice, he would throw on a beat, Juice would listen to it for like 2 minutes, go in, freestyle, a hit, and then he's like, oh, that's good, and then he's like, run it again. And he'll go in and he'll freestyle another hit.
Damn.
And then he'll do that like 3 or 4 times, and he goes, pick which one you like the best, and then put that out.
That's crazy.
And he just did that. Like, I know it was that, and then Corday talked about how when they were on a tour bus on the time they toured together, that Juice, like, I'm pretty sure he freestyled for like 50 minutes on fucking YouTube. Like, he streamed it on YouTube, or he fucking like was on Instagram Live.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. It's an aspect I heard of.
But that was that. I mean, favorite cuts from the album, Bad Energy. I mean, the chorus is Drain Out Bad Energy. It's a very nice vibe, good vibe song.
Gotcha. Yeah, I need to listen to it.
I liked Righteous, but that was like the first single. I like Trippie Redd's performance on there, whenever he's kind of less screamo, emo.
What song was that?
That's Tell Me You Love Me. It's kind of like that one was kind of more pop, but
yeah.
Also the Halsey track. I've been listening to the one with Halsey a lot.
Halsey track with Juice, that makes sense.
Yeah, that, and then one thing that's very interesting, since apparently he's been hopping on that vibe, but Marshmello has been producing a ton of like alt-rock, alt-punk rockish type beats for rappers.
Really?
He produced, for G-Eazy's alternative album, he produced like 1 or 2 of the tracks on there, and then he produced 2 of the Juice WRLD tracks.
Oh yeah, I saw that on
yeah, no, it's like some early 2000s guitar.
That's it. I feel like it's a cool vibe. Marshmello really...
Well, it fits his vibe because Juice WRLD is very punk.
Yeah, right, that's true. I feel like Marshmello really did a good job at transitioning, you know, from when EDM was big in the early 10s to
Well, it's still, it's just not the same.
right, and yeah, American, I guess.
But it's also because you've seen, the one thing that kind of pisses me off is that you've seen every DJ who gets to a certain level that they eventually just go pop.
Right.
And in my opinion, I don't know if you agree, the only person I think who's successfully done that is Calvin Harris, who has like gone pop and it's worked for him.
Chainsmokers?
Have you heard their pop shit?
It's bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But they're
I'm not
doing
talking
well.
about. I'm not talking about securing the bag.
Gotcha.
level. I'm
Okay.
talking about like
still done well.
still that their music hasn't
Um,
suffered from it. Is really what I'm saying, or at least their music hasn't. I don't know.
I would say Diplo, but I haven't heard anything from him in forever.
Well, Diplo does well because instead of him, he still does his own thing.
Yeah.
He's still DJ, but then he has these like side projects
Mhm.
that he does that allows him to explore a completely different sound
Yeah.
without, and he does it under a whole nother brand. So it's not like people will get mad. It's a way for him
Yeah.
to still experiment and people to not get mad. Like think about it. He kind of did the more like trap or tribal house kind of thing vibe with Jack U.
Yeah.
They
True.
did that for one album. It was
Yeah.
fucking awesome. But then people were like, that doesn't sound like Diplo. It was like, no, that was a cool project.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna do it again. But then like that, and then like the more kind of pop and more like reggaeton kind of like tropical vibe, is with like Major Lazer.
Yeah.
And Major Lazer is like a whole other vibe from
Right.
Diplo.
That's true.
So and then he's got one with LSD, where it's Labyrinth, Sia, and Diplo, and it's
What?
yeah, he's got one with that.
Wait, is that an album?
They have an album out, and they have a song with Lil Wayne that I remember being good. But they had a collab album where it was I still don't, Labyrinth is a singer, but I don't remember much about him.
It's oh, that song.
I've
Something
heard his
Beautiful.
name and I've seen it so much, but I can't remember it off
He
the
had-
top of my head.
Huge hit. I thought it was banned, first of all, but it might just be a singer.
I thought it was like a dude.
Giant hit. Underneath You're Beautiful. It's like,
Probably.
oh,
You're probably right.
I don't know. I like the song. I have it saved. See the song. I can't. Beneath You're Beautiful. But maybe something like that.
Make sure if you know what song we're talking about, so drop a link in the
Drop a link.
drop a link or drop a comment below to tell us what we're talking
Drop
about.
a comment in the link below.
Yes. Exactly that. I just just couldn't think of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's other DJs who have transitioned and still done well, but I feel like they're not that popular.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is they're not as big. They get to a point and then they cross over to pop and then they don't do. I mean,
Yeah, because all the ones I can think of,
I will
either
say
you don't
though,
hear about them anymore, or they're pretty.
unless I'll take my comment back with the Chainsmokers. They have not made a bad song with BB Rexa.
Maybe.
No, like I'm telling you, like
Okay.
every song they put out with her has been so fucking good, and it's also done super well. Which she's very talented. One thing I think that's kind of hilarious is the niche of Albanian music and pop music, and which I just think is hilarious because I'm like Albania is such a small country, and the fact that I'm a big fan of 3 Albanian artists now. I think
Is
it's
BB
hilarious.
Rexa Albanian?
BB Rexa is, I mean, she's not from Albania, I think,
Okay.
or she might have moved there when she was like literally 1 year, or moved from
Okay.
to America when. She's Albanian. Gashi, who is a rapper signed to Rock Nation.
Okay.
I like him a lot. I played some of his music, and I'll show it to you after this. But shout out Gashi. But he actually tweeted today. That was hilarious. He goes, "Spotify is now in Albania. Be ready for my numbers to explode." And I was like, "That's fucking hilarious." But it's really
That's
funny.
Albanian stuff, you know?
Well, even though he's Albanian, one thing I think is really funny is also before I even just forget, Dua Lipa is the last one.
Oh,
Dua
what?
Lipa is Albanian. Well, her family's from Albania. She moved to the UK, so she's technically British,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
she's very Albanian.
Gotcha.
Which shouts out Dua Lipa. She's definitely the top of my celebrity crush list right now.
Wow.
Big fan of Dua Lipa.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, Dua Lipa, heat.
I know.
Heat.
She makes good music.
It's
too.
all good music.
Like, it's so good.
It's all good music.
Her last album was a banger. I still listen to her album before that, the one with New Rules and
Yeah.
IDGAF.
Yeah,
That was on
all of
there.
her stuff bangs. It's ridiculous.
Also, she's really hot.
Yeah. Well, that's true. Separately.
That is true.
No. Yeah. I added like one of her songs, and I was like, what else has she done? And I'm like, everything. All of her music is good.
Yeah.
It's all good. I'm like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think she's probably the biggest pop artist coming out of the UK over the past 2-3 years.
Yeah.
That I can think of. I don't think.
You could have said, well, yeah, I have no idea. I don't follow pop music.
Yeah,
at all,
neither do
so
I.
It's hard for me to say. But
no. So the one thing I did want to talk about though is even though he's Albanian, Gashi looks like the kind of Toronto Middle Eastern crew, and it's really funny. So for those who don't know, it's mostly centered around the XO label, the Weeknd's label, but the Weeknd's the XO label managers, Cash and Sal, and then he's an XO artist that's also signed to Rock Nation, Belly, and then also Sal manages French Montana, and French Montana also is in that.
What?
And then if you add Gashi, they all look the same. There's a picture.
French Montana?
Like let me pull this picture up, but it's so funny that it's just like all of these guys look so similar, and it's just.
Oh, he does. Oh my god.
Let me see if I can find the picture with all of them. But it's just a really fun. I don't know if you pulled it up, but.
Okay, I don't know why I thought French Montana looked different than he does.
Is this it? No, that's that. I'll show it to you later. But if you look it up, all those people, there's one picture where they're all in the same picture, and it's just like all of these dudes look the same.
I remember you showing me that a while back. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, especially because French Montana doesn't even fit in that vibe as much. Because they're mostly like Middle Eastern people that are in Toronto now. But French Montana is from he's from Morocco, so that's not even.
Okay. Yeah, he just has the same beard and hair.
Yeah. And then Gashi's Albanian, so that's also kind of different.
Gotta be honest, I don't exactly know where Albania is.
It's in Eastern Europe.
I knew that, but I don't know where.
It's not the Middle East. Is
it? Okay, yeah.
That's what I mean.
But it's south. It's the very south of Eastern Europe, and it's pretty close.
Okay, I guess. Actually, I don't really know where it was, but let's switch it up though. So Saturday was really fun. I don't know if you had a good time.
No, died.
Oh, you died?
No, I just don't remember. No, just kidding. Yeah, the fight was disappointing.
That was disappointing. Well, the main fight.
Yeah. The rest of it, I realized I've never watched like a fight all the way through. Like,
I've never sat down and watched the whole fight.
Yeah, like the beginning, like the whatever.
Which I do enjoy though. I kind of like UFC a lot.
Yeah, it was really fun. Like I said, it made me want to fight. I just wanted to punch someone in the face, you know.
Yeah, no, it'll definitely get you riled up for that. But I think they're just more. They managed to be more exciting than boxing.
Yeah, okay. Boxing is not fun. I do not like watching boxing.
Boxing is only enjoyable whenever you have the superstars, and even then, it's still.
No, I don't like boxing ever. I mean, I get it. I appreciate it as a sport, and like I think it's super difficult, and you have to train really hard like any other sport, sure. And the people that get boxing, I get why they'd like it, but I'm just like, oh my god, it's just so much boring stuff. You know, it's like you gotta play to your strengths. So if you're like, there's a lot of technique in what you're doing, but it's like, okay, they're not hitting each other. This guy's just trying to run away for a while because that's his only way he's gonna win this.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
But nowadays, like, someone's gonna die. Someone's like trying to kill each other, and
I remember fucking Jose Aldo got destroyed.
Yeah.
I guess he's just old now, and because I remember he used to be really good.
Yeah.
But I guess he's just old now, and I just saw that. Bringing Lucy back up, she was confused on why there was a pile of blood on in the octagon.
Yeah.
We were like, they don't clean it. I mean, they might run it over, but like they're not gonna go clean the stain out because they got another fight after.
Which is one, really gross, but two, so hard.
Yeah, I was about to say it's kind of hard.
So cool.
That, but no, it was pretty entertaining to watch. I forget who was fighting Jose Aldo, but they just beat the living shit of his head just into the fucking floor, and he was getting the absolute shit beat out of him.
We need. Me and Connor been saying this for forever. We need boxing gloves. You know, I feel like
That's the you thing. I don't get the desire to fight like that. I mean, I like to destroy stuff, but that's different than fighting.
Yeah, I like how I just said I hate boxing, and I'm just like, we need some boxing gloves. I just want to, beat the shit out of my friends. Sometimes I just want to beat the shit
Welcome
out
back
of
to the We Beat the Shit Out of Our Friends podcast.
Yeah, it's a good time. Anyway, so
what
I'm saying is I want to beat the shit out of you right now.
Alright guys, whenever we get video, the first video episode we have is just going to be Colin beating the shit out of me for an hour.
Elliot trying to have a podcast while I do it.
Yeah, I'm just going to be sitting there and Colin's just going to be just punching me in the face.
It's like, anyway, oh my god, Kendrick album coming out.
One thing I also like about the UFC though is just kind of like the culture.
Yeah.
First, I like that they have Joe Rogan as a
but he wasn't there.
Commentator. You know why?
No.
They were in Abu Dhabi.
Ah.
They were. No, think about that though. They started at like 3 a.m. Yeah, that's in like to me. I was like, that would suck.
I mean, it was like 7 a.m.
I was like, I know you're
like 8 or something.
I was like, I know you're getting paid a lot of money, but if you have to get up and fight at 3 a.m., that sounds brutal.
That sucks. Yeah. That was kind of like my first UFC experience, like watching the whole thing. Besides, like just seeing some of other fights, but and I was like so incredibly bored for the main card or for the main event. I mean,
Well, the main event sucked.
Yeah.
Like fucking Masvidal just took everything.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, just try.
But I was like on Twitter because I was like, it's so stupid, and everyone's like, oh, dude, you still don't understand the sport. I'm like, yeah, you're right, but like, I want some action.
That's stupid. Do you know Masvidal holds the record for the quickest knockout?
Is that the leaping knee to the face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the video? The
Yeah.
video's
And
insane.
it was fucking awesome.
Yeah. It
I'm
was
like,
so sick.
So I go into it expecting that.
Exactly.
And it's
I was like, once I found that out, I was like, well, fuck this dude. I mean,
dude.
if you can do that, you can definitely do more than just take shit for
Yeah, that's stupid.
however many rounds it is.
To watch.
It is embarrassing though that I have taken a picture with Bruce Buffer and I've talked to him briefly in an elevator. And
Bruce Buffer.
Bruce Buffer's the announcer for the UFC.
Oh, okay.
And it's really embarrassing that I haven't been that much in the UFC, but I still have.
I feel like at that point, you meet the guy.
I kind of have to.
Yeah,
that's
kind
what I'm saying.
the voice of the UFC. It's like
he is the voice, but he's not like Dana White is definitely way more behind.
Yeah, true.
Which fucking.
He's not the face. He's the voice, not the face.
Yeah, that's true. Even though Dana White is fucking hilarious, I love that man. He I mean, you remember the video I showed you of him just roasting the shit out of that other fighting league about ESPN?
No.
Did I not show you that?
No, I don't think so.
It was the video where Dana was just like at a press conference and he was like, yeah, there was a point in time where we were just above cornhole in the ESPN rankings. And now, or then we moved up, we got this huge deal with ESPN. And he's like, and then you look at Bob whatever of this fighting league. They almost lost to cornhole. It's like, good job, Bob, you fucking asshole. And he just said that at a press conference.
That's amazing.
And he roasted him. It was funny. But also, Joe Rogan talked about on the episode with Hannibal Buress on his podcast last week. Apparently, Dana loves to gamble and was gambling at the Palm. And he was up so much that they kicked him out. So then he was just like, I'm pulling the UFC from the Palm.
Oh my god. Oh, that's hilarious.
That's alpha as fuck.
Yeah. That's amazing. Yeah, so I didn't know that. So Joe Rogan is the commentator for like the main event.
He's one of the 3 main commentators for.
Does he only do main events?
Well, the reason he didn't do that one is I think he had pulled the excuse of Miss Rona and didn't want to go to Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, makes sense.
Especially because I'm pretty sure he gets every single one of his guests all the tests.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I think he's very concerned about it, so he didn't do it. But he did do a live stream to watch it with Joey Diaz and somebody else. I forget who else joined him, but
gotcha. Yeah, Joe Rogan is a funny character,
Yeah,
he's
I
like,
think
a comedian that also is like.
I think he's more than a comedian.
Yeah,
I think he's like just a funny, cool dude.
Yeah, literally. Like, and he makes money from it. No one thinks of him as a comedian. No one's like,
exactly.
Joe Rogan's the comedian. No.
Like, I prefer him being funny on his podcast to him being funny on stand-up.
I haven't watched Joe Rogan stand-up in so long. But
the last one he did was 2017, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would.
The one where he's like in a very loose shirt, It's untucked.
Yes, and
yeah.
none of the cuff
Yeah.
sleeves are buttoned.
Yeah, really made me angry. That was the first time I think I'd ever like seen who he was. Like I'd heard of him before. But
No,
then,
the Fear Factor episode on the Chappelle Show was the
Dude,
first time I'd seen him.
he looks so different in Fear Factor. That's
Well, yeah, because he had hair and he had more of a beard.
right.
And his beard, even his beard now, is salt and peppery. So it's like
Yeah, but yeah, like so Fear Factor Joe Rogan. I'm like I had no idea. Like I didn't watch Fear Factor a lot, but I had no idea that was him.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I, rediscovered him.
Yeah, and even though I think that, of course, made him way bigger, I still think Bert Kreischer has way more interesting stories from Travel Channel than
Yeah, true.
than Joe does from Fear Factor.
Dude, that video of Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura just laughing.
That was so fucking funny.
It's so funny that he is such a funny person that just laughing is hilarious. Like
Yeah, no, that is one of my favorite things of watching Two Bears One Cave.
Yeah.
Is they say funny shit, but most of the time it is Bert talking and then Tom dying from how fucking stupid the shit that Bert does.
And then Bert laughs at every one of his own jokes, so it's like.
Well, it was that, and like I watched their week's episode today. I finished it today, and I remember there was a point where Tom was dying laughing because Bert was like, eating ice cream is for children. Any man who eats ice cream is pathetic. And
Who said that?
Bert did.
Uh-huh.
Bert was saying that, and then like 2 weeks later, Bert comes out and was like, "Yeah, I try and drink a gallon of Kool-Aid," and then like you're saying that's child, and like he got a bunch of shit for being a hypocrite, and then he was like, "Yeah, I made a Joey Diaz cocktail, and then I tried ice cream, and now I like fucking love ice cream."
That's hilarious.
And he's just dying that Bert just fucking destroys. He was like, I ate half a pint of Chunky Monkey before realizing there was bananas in it.
Oh man. Yeah. Speaking of comedy,
It's been a good week since
Has
since
been.
we last talked.
I haven't watched Hannibals yet.
Well, you've seen the.
Well, I guess I already saw it. That's true, but I'd like to see it again because it's really funny.
It is really funny because he opens it up with a fucking like YouTube ad.
What?
Yeah, he has a YouTube ad like before.
He's like Raid Shadow Legends.
That would be better if it was Raid Shadow Legends, but no. He's like talking to like a webcam on his computer.
Oh, like it's literally like an ad.
Yeah, and he's just like, "Hey, this is my special." And then
Download Honey for.
No, it was some weird one, but I do like that it was on this because the edits that he had were pretty solid.
Was it all the same jokes?
Yes,
That's
and
what
it was really fucking funny because I hadn't seen it in 2 years.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard them here in 2 years. So yeah, it was really funny. He's just fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
I love Hannibal.
New Jim Jeffries too. We just finished that one.
That was funny.
That was funny.
I really enjoyed that. My favorite one was probably, besides the fact that it took him 40 minutes to tell a joke about how he shit his pants.
That is so funny to me. Like I wasn't as laugh out loud funny, but the concept of doing that, where the entire special was one joke basically.
Yeah, the entire special, basically you'll find out is a story about him shitting his pants,
Yeah.
and then he'll go off on a tangent and be like,
So
so
many
anyway, and then he goes back to the story. It flows smoothly.
Oh
I think
yeah,
that's why.
I thought it was so good.
good.
I think he wanted to do something different and he did. He killed it. But yeah, not as funny as his previous ones. I think only because I expected him to be a little more raunchy.
Well, that's what he said. He said
Yeah.
he's toned down his.
Which is good, you know.
I guess. I mean, I
for
feel
the
like if that's
climate,
your
for the
niche.
climate.
Yeah, but if that's your niche, I mean, Anthony Jeselnik doesn't tone it down for the
Yeah, but
climate.
Anthony Jeselnik is not actually as controversial. You know, Anthony Jeselnik says kind of controversial stuff. It's not really that controversial. It's just like he's very mean, and it's obviously he's just being mean. But
Not as obvious as you think. I mean, some people are.
yeah, but
don't get
he talks about like I don't know. He's got like horrible humor, but it's not like controversial necessarily.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like he's like when he was talking about his sister won't let him babysit her kid anymore or something because he kept dropping it or whatever. You know?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what the setup was, but basically he's trying to drop the kid or something like that. It's not like controversial. It's just dark and Whereas Jim Jeffries had some like controversial, stuff that he said. That was
I don't know. I mean, on Caligula, he ends it with he was like, I was doing a show and telling a joke about Casey Anthony, and somebody was like, "Hey, Casey Anthony's daughter is my niece," and then he goes, "No, Casey Anthony's daughter was your niece." And he just said some shit like that. It's so fucking funny.
Oh, that's really funny.
And just the fact that because his thing is, I'll give it to him. His thing is actually all material.
Yeah.
Mostly, it was just like comedy is all about delivery.
Yeah.
Not him.
That is actually so
It is
true.
all material.
Yeah.
And
Like,
it's
and his
almost
delivery
impressive.
helps, obviously, but like that is true. His material is just A1.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it definitely is part of his delivery, but like I don't think anyone else can do his jokes like he could.
Yeah. No, I mean, he
but
talked about on a podcast where he was. Apparently, a lot of comedians try and give him like advice because they're like, only you can do this joke because that's like his brand. And he was like, yeah, Russell Peters was like, Anthony, I have a joke for you. And he's like, I was so excited. Russell went on stage, and then he came off stage and like looked through his phone for 5 minutes. He goes, I don't know, something about Make-A-Wish kids. And he goes, that's not a fucking joke. Like that's.
Oh my god.
I like it, but that's not a joke.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, less controversial. Still funny. Still got it like that. It wasn't. Who did we say this year wasn't funny? It was earlier this year. We watched someone and we were like, that was not good.
Oh, okay.
Was there anybody?
I thought
Maybe
Chris
I'm
D'Elia's
crazy.
was funnier than any other special he put out.
Hmm.
But I still think Chris D'Elia falls in the category of I think he's a funny dude.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily
Right.
like his stand-up.
Yeah.
Like I think he's fucking hilarious on Twitter.
Yeah.
But
I only got through like the first 10 minutes of that. I thought it was funny. First 10 minutes, I'm like, this is hilarious, but I had to go do something. I just never got back to it.
you know what has been fucking funny though?
What?
I finished last week the Barstool docuseries.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm a little confused. So I watched a little bit of that with you, like 20 minutes
Yeah.
of it or whatever, or like one episode. Is it just a docuseries about themselves that they were just like, this would be fun to do?
Yeah, they self-produced a docuseries about the history of Barstool
Gotcha. Why?
for content.
Okay.
I mean, there's a lot of people who like me. I was like interested. I'm not a huge sports fan, so that's why it's taken me so long to get into them. But I've known that they're a fucking hilarious company, and they are one of the most creative and innovative companies out there.
Yeah.
That I really wanted to see how it was, and it was so
Plus
good.
docuseries are just blowing up right now. It's like Tiger King.
Well, I'm just kind of running out of there's not. I have my set things of shows, and being that I like biographies, autobiographies, and like business books are like the three main like books I read.
Yeah.
Docuseries fall in that kind of category. That if the topic is interesting, I'm interested in seeing it. And
makes sense.
seeing that they put it on means that it was fucking all gas, no brakes. Please don't sue us for that. No. No, that shit was hilarious. Like, I didn't know this, but the internet had already been out. It was like 2004 when they started it, or whenever Portnoy started it. And they started as a newspaper company. Like, they made a newspaper.
That's really funny.
At
a school, or was it like?
No,
Did he make this in college?
No, what happened is he went to Michigan and he partied his ass off and got out with a teaching degree, even though that's not what he wanted to do. He just got the easiest thing.
Imagine Dave Portnoy teaching.
It'd be a fucking amazing teacher.
Seems like Log Dog, actually.
That seems more like O'Banion.
Yeah.
But anyway, he talked about how it was a free newspaper and they tried to get advertising. And like he would yell at other people trying to put newspapers out. Like, get the fuck away! He'd like yell at them and go off on them. But I mean, it was interesting to see because another thing I like is their culture promotes everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not like just. I mean, of course, El Prez is the most famous of everyone there, but it's not like he's the only one.
Right.
So many of their employees are famous.
Yeah.
And like internet celebrities.
Yeah.
And they're all just hilarious too. That it's amazing. The other favorite thing is the fact that every single person has a fucking nickname in that company.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
And they're not very creative. Like one of their first sales guy. His name was Paul. His nickname is Sales Guy. They all call him Sales Guy. And then I saw that one of their interns went to Harvard, so they called him Harvard Kid.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, there's that. They have just done some crazy shit. Like they did the tours they did, which you saw.
Yeah.
The parties were fucking insane that they throw.
What? Okay. So at what point do they go from like a newspaper company to like a media company?
Okay, so they were losing a lot more money on print, so they switched to digital.
Okay.
To do blogging, and then they realized that obviously the way to make money with that is with merch, and then that's why it's essentially give all their content out for free and then make all the money through merch.
Gotcha.
And ads. So it was just easier for them to do that. But I mean, they made money for their advertisers and through merch on their events, which is why they went on tour. I mean, they threw. I mean, the Barstool Blackout tour was sick.
Which I guess was just like a publicity thing.
Well, what happened is in the thing they were like DraftKings, which is one of their big sponsors, wanted to try and reach the college audience. So they were just like, hey, go throw parties for college kids.
Oh, that's hilarious.
They did that. That's why. I mean, they talked about the way they reached the South which was a smart move was to just go party at tailgates for college football.
Yep.
Which I cannot wait. I really hope the season is on because I want to tailgate.
I know. Oh my god. I'm just like, even if it's not, I'm just gonna go sit outside Hal Russell every day, just like every Saturday, just like
just set up our
drink
tent
beer
and just drink beer.
Yeah.
Play loud music and just.
And at 7, just go home, I guess.
That'd be a good idea. We should just do that regardless. We should do that every Saturday.
It's like it's like faculty just walking around. It's like, what's going on? Yeah, every Saturday. We should do that now.
Well, it's Tuesday, but
now I mean, it's like this Saturday.
Yeah, we can start this Saturday.
Yeah, let's go to the parade grounds. Let's actually get like a giant tent, and like
cover the parade grounds.
Not really what I was thinking. I was thinking just like a huge tent, make it this enormous production. It's just me and you sitting in there, just drinking beer, like
just
huge
recording
speakers.
episode 6 of the function.
Yes,
we're just
that's what I think we should do. Just boom, boom. You're from Highland, you can hear it, and we're just like,
what is that? What is up, guys? Welcome back to
We're playing our voices. We're just like, welcome back to the function.
God, that'd be fucking funny.
Oh man, that'd be so good. Yeah, I think we should definitely do that this year. Record an episode.
We need
just blare it.
Yeah, we need. I want to start. First, we need to get video. Well, first we need to get multiple mics so we can have guests.
Yes, but also what I think we should do is next time we're like at a party, just start playing podcasts.
Oh, I did. Do you not remember that? On Saturday,
No,
I did that.
That's
on
hilarious.
Saturday, I was DJing for the UFC party that we had, and you just hear, "Welcome, what is up, guys? Welcome back to episode 4 of the Function." I remember, I think it was Chase was the only one who looked, and Con saw me too, but it was just like, oh god.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, get another speaker, get another mic.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So,
it'd be fun.
What?
Just never mind. Talk about that.
You got anything else you want to cover?
Actually, one other thing. Oh, just kidding. No, we already talked about that. That was about it.
I mean, one thing I did want to talk about was the fact that Elon Musk passed Warren Buffett, and that worked. But that's really it.
Right after.
Oh, Warren Buffett.
Elon passed Warren, and I think right after someone passed Elon and Warren.
Interesting.
Yeah, so Elon became the 7th richest man in the world, and then that guy became the 7th richest man in the world.
Which is weird. This is the lowest Buffett has been since, I think, like 2004.
Where's he at?
I mean, he's lower on the top 10. I think he's like 8th richest man.
What's his monetary value?
Between 60 and 70 billion.
Oh, so
his company is sitting on like 125 billion in cash, though. Okay. So, like, they have so much money.
Yeah,
the whole reason he has not gone up is because they just haven't bought anything. That's it.
Yeah, he hasn't lost any money. That's the thing. He's still at 70 billion.
That's his rule. Rule 1 to investing: don't lose money. Rule number 2: follow rule number 1. That's like that is Warren Buffett's principles for investing.
Yeah. Okay.
Which but
you can't lose money if you never lose any money. You know, if you think about that.
I don't know. He just bought a pipeline company for $10 billion last week.
Weird. Why?
Because there's some the East Coast for some reason just is like. I mean, I know, of course, it's still not great, but like natural gas is still like way healthier than like, or like not healthier, way more environmentally friendly than so many other sources of fossil fuels.
Right.
It burns so much cleaner. For some reason, the East Coast just fucking hates it, and they won't approve pipelines.
Gotcha.
Which doesn't make sense.
Oh, that's what that was. It was like the East Coast pipeline. It just got canceled.
There was a huge pipeline that they were like doing that, and there are these two utility companies on the East Coast. One's Duke Energy, and the other's another one in Virginia, and they're trying to go carbon neutral by like within 2 years.
Okay.
So then they were like, well, fuck, we're not making any progress with this. So then Buff was like, hey, I'll buy it. And they're like, okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, they just canceled the project, and everyone was rejoicing. It was a project. I think it was just a pipeline that was like all the way down the East Coast.
Yeah, no, it was supposed to go from like I think either West Virginia or it. I wouldn't be surprised if it went from Pennsylvania because apparently Pennsylvania has so much natural gas.
Gotcha.
But it was supposed to go all the way down to Florida.
Okay.
So it's supposed to go all the way down to the East Coast. Might have just been Virginia to.
So why did he buy it?
He knows energy. They probably gave him a good deal because they wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So I mean that's his whole thing. It's like the stock market is fucking killing it right now.
Right.
So he hasn't bought anything, and I mean he's known for. I mean, he buys things when no one else is buying, and he gets ridiculously good deals, and that's why he does. I mean, that's why his net worth doubled in 2008 from like 24 to 48 billion.
Oh.
Is he just bought so much shit.
Yeah.
But
that makes sense.
But yeah, no, nothing.
The intelligent investor.
They've just been. Yeah, that wasn't
Graham?
him. That wasn't him.
Intelligent investor.
That's been Graham. I was saying
Benjamin Graham. Am I right? Got the book right there.
Oh shit! I still need to read that book, but. Anyway, that was that. You want to cover anything else?
You got hit it all.
All right. Make sure to tell all of your friends about us. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to, if you're interested in koozies and stickers, hit us up. We'll work those out. We'll give them to you for free, but if you really feel like giving us money, we would really appreciate that too, because that's what keeps doing what we're doing. We're getting closer to having guests on the podcast, so we'll hope that y'all enjoy that. We'll try and get some quality guests on here.
Tell us who you want.
Yeah, tell us who you want. If y'all have any ideas, I mean, local people would be awesome, but I mean, we're pretty open.
Number one for us.
We're pretty open.
6ix9ine is number two.
Yeah.
For us.
Not the cast of Friends or the
Not
Office.
the cast of Friends. Fuck Friends. Fuck the Friends and the Office.
But do that, and yeah, we'll.